Hey guys, it is Sam from A Perry Life, and in this video, we're going to do a what's going on in Italy. I haven't done one in a while, and so I figured I would update you all about what is expected next month, September, which is the return of regular life in Italy. So this information is coming from the local.it. You're more than welcome to go on their page and read more about it and or subscribe and support. Just want to give you guys that. Cite my sources. So the headline is dramatic. In true Italian fashion, it says everything that changes about life in Italy in September 2025. Super dramatic. And it states that the start of September marks the beginning of the big return where thousands of Italians will return home after long August holidays. They've abandoned work and all that other jazz, and now they're going back. They're returning to work. They have to stock up on school essentials for their children and overhaul their wardrobes for the coming autumn months. So you will have to go to the cantina to get everything that you've been having stored in boxes over the last few months. So it says that it's melancholic for some Italians to return. Post-summer sadness is how it's described. And for others, it's a fresh start, almost like the beginning of a new year. Parents have to send their children back to school after 3 long months. Of course, you have to return to work. Of course, restaurants and shops are reopening and catching up with friends after the holidays. I really love that time of the month in Italy, or that time of the year in Italy, where everyone returns and you like share your tan lines and you're talking about what you did, who you saw, what you didn't do, what you should have did, what you plan on doing next year. Like, I just love that whole entire, like, where the city reawakens, you know? Back to school. Children in Italy will file back into classrooms in September, with back to school dates ranging from September 8th to September 16th. Schools in Italy are managed by regional authorities, which is why the dates vary from region to region. I've also heard like kind of like private schools and public schools have different dates. There is a list of dates for everyone to return. I will put them on the screen here so I don't have to go through them. Also, transport strikes, which you all know I love to tell you all about transport strikes. There is a secret to how I typically find out the transport strikes. Maybe one day I'll show you all. It's really easy. I don't know if I might have shown you all before, but it's really easy to know when there's going to be a strike. But anyway, transport strikes. Italy has seen little in the way of transport strikes in August, partly because of the so-called, Frachingia Estiva. Know how to properly pronounce that. Never heard it before. It is a nearly 6-month-long week ban of airline walkouts meant to protect the country's lucrative tourism industry. So it is I didn't know that existed. It is literally like a time of the year where they say you cannot do this because this is when we make the most money. So prepare for the foolishness, basically, to start back up. But like pretty much everything else in the country, transport walkouts will start up again early in September, with an Italian trade unions recently announcing a number of protests set to affect air, rail, and local public transport services. This includes a nationwide rail strike September 4th and 5th, and several airline and airport staff strikes on the 6th. You can find a list of major strikes, and I guess I have to do another video because it's a link connecting us to it. Heavy traffic warning, heavy traffic warning. Motorists on Italian roads have been warned to expect heavy traffic in early September as people return from their holiday destinations. September 1st, 6th, and 7th should be the worst times for motorists to hit the roads, as traffic is expected to be potentially critical for at least part of the day on all 3 dates. Intense traffic is also expected in the afternoon of Friday, the 5th of September, and morning of September 8th. So everyone's going to be leaving the South. They're going to be leaving the sea, going back home. So prepare. It's going to be madness. And it's not just some Italian people that went on vacation. It's all Italian people that went on vacation, which means that Parliament will be returning from their summer breaks. And that is going to happen on September the 10th. And at the top of their list of things to do is the country's electoral system. It's the top thing that's on their list to do. Under the reform, which was first proposed by the Forza Italia party on October the 23rd, prime ministers will be directly elected by voters as opposed to be appointed by Italy's president after their parties win the largest share of vote, as it is currently the case. So let's see. Giorgia Meloni has long argued that direct elections would grant the country's political stability, but critics have said that the proposed system, which doesn't exist in any other democratic nation in the world, would be dangerously undermine the president's power. So that's going to be interesting. Also in September, there is some drama that will begin. And by drama, I mean there will be some construction that is, I don't know if it's well overdue, but there is a bridge that will go underway in September. And this is a $13.5 billion project to build a bridge connecting Sicily to Italy's mainland. If you do not know now, Sicily is just on its own. It's on its own, boo. But this is going to be a bridge that will connect it. 13.5 billion is either really long and shitty or it's very short and it's stable. That's what I think of in my mind. I really don't know. But it's going to get underway in September after it was approved by the government in early August. It's pretty cool. All right, and then you have the end of the summer sales that is slowly approaching. The sale period will already be over by the end of August in some places, but not in all places. So if you do want to purchase some stuff at a discounted rate, now is the time to do it sooner than later because it'll be over with soon. And then also there's a new electric car bonus. It's a 600 million euro package of state subsidies for the purchase of electric vehicles, and it's expected to become available in late September. It says here that Italy's Environment Ministry announced in early August that it would be offering incentives up to 11,000 euro to individuals and up to 20,000 to small businesses, covering up to 30% of the total purchase price of a fully electric car. The ministry said that subsidies would be restricted to individuals or companies based in large urban areas as part of plans to reduce pollution and improve the air quality. Food festivals. One of the best things about Italy in September is having the opportunity to attend a sagra, a type of harvest festival or fair center around one particular food or drink item local to the town hosting it. A sagra has fairly broad definition. It could last several weeks or just one day. It might consist of anything from raucous celebrations with music, dancing, more to relaxed tasting experience amid food stalls and wooden benches. Sagra usually in a field or in a piazza, and entry is free of charge. A nearly 4-week long truffle sagra in Tuscany, a porcini mushroom sagra in Lazio, and there is a Made in Malaga and Alpine Cheese Festival in Asiago, Veneto, are just some of the dozens of events to look forward to next month. So guys, that is what's going on in Italy. I haven't done one in a while, but considering that September is just around the corner, I figured I will update you all. Once again, the information comes from the local. Please feel free to follow their page and to support them any way that you can, or just to support me. Follow my page where I will continue to share some of these updates with you all. They just posted this 2 days ago, so if there are any additional stuff, I will try my best to share it with you all. There will be a post about the sciopero, the strike. Oh, sciopere, maybe that's how it's pronounced, because there's supposed to be multiple ones throughout the country. So anyway, that's it, guys. Ciao.